Takeba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, would you like me to explain the basics of battle? The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power. They tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that? Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill Attack again! Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more? Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow? The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try? Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy. This is our refuge. Come to me and let it be one. Defeated an enemy.
Last one!
Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him!
A lot of anger in it.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details? An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again, which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this: an enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses, so don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it? Then, Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Come to me and let it feel warm.
Been a little while, but I'm still battling. Moving fast while you just pedaling. No time for me, no tangling. Hit you in the spot with no angling.
Roger. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy. You struck the enemy's weak point.
Hell now, no man can run away.
Persona!
It's the revolution, wiping over.
The enemy's weakness is fire. This is not good.
It's coalition. This is our refuge. To me and let
3 enemies remain.
Lose to him.
I summon you! Yes, excellent attack.
Awesome! Been a little while, but I'm still battling. Moving fast while you're battling. No tangling. Hit you in the spot with no
Attack again!
Here's a chance. Let's get him! Get back here, you son of a... Got some sounds and at times. Those 3 dots connect to rectangles. Just
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about it? When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of it. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone. So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team is comprised of at least 2. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you? Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
I summon you!
You attacked the enemy's weak point.
Nice!
A wisely chosen attack.
One more! I summon you!
Attack again.
Get him!
Persona!
A wisely chosen attack.
Here's our chance for an all-out
Still
attack!
battling, moving fast while you just pedaling. No time for me, no
Let me at him!
spot with no angling.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Okay, then I'll look around some more.
Everyone, return to the leader. Welcome back. So, how was it? I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power, but damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.